fans, I want to ask you guys something. Henry Cejudo is now all good. I think he's cleared from USADA 6 months. He did his 6 months because I believe when you want to fight, you got to go through that drug testing protocol for 6 months to see that you are clean. And I believe he is now clean and he is ready to fight. My question to you guys is this. Should or does Henry Cejudo deserve a title shot right now? My personal opinion is no, he does not. Why? Because he's been gone for quite some time and the division's moved on. So you can't necessarily feel like you could just come back anytime you want after you leave. And it's different when George St. Pierre did it. Because I know a lot of people's like, well, George St. Pierre came in for a middleweight championship. And you are right. Yes, he did. But he did not, he was nothing like Henry Cejudo. You got to remember, George St. Pierre went 10 fights. I believe it was 10 fights undefeated in championships. Never lost his belt. You know, that's 10. Henry Cejudo, on the other hand, he won his flyweight title against Demetrius Johnson. Then he defended it against TJ Dillashaw, knocked him out. Then he went up to get a bantamweight championship against Marlon Moraes, finished him. And then he went against Dominic Cruz, defended that belt, and finished him. Still impressive. Still very impressive. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's still very impressive to do something like that, especially at 2 divisions. But that was only 4 fights. And that was only 2 championships, which is still good. But still, at bantamweight, he only defended it what? He won it and defended it. So he only literally had it at bantamweight 2 fights. And that, to me, doesn't warrant you an automatic title shot. Now, is he somewhat of a star? Yeah, you know, he's starting to make up a name of himself because of how cringe he is, the king of cringe. And of course, we already know he is an Olympic gold medalist and such and so forth and so forth. He does have a good resume for himself. But does he deserve a title shot right away? No, I don't think so. Because there's so many other people that's had so many other fights that's working the hardest to get in that championship lottery to get that big chance, to get that big shot. And unfortunately, Henry Cejudo has been doing a lot more talking than fighting. He has not had a fight since 2020 of May. So that is literally, what, 6 months, 5 months away. 6 months, 5 months away from being 3 years. And if I was him personally, I would want to fight somebody within that division before I fight Aljamain. Because it's like, ring rust does exist. It does. I don't care who you are. Ring rust does exist. So you really want to take those cobwebs off. Are you really prepared to go 5 rounds? Now, of course, mentally and your team, yeah, a lot of people are going to say, oh, yeah, he's definitely prepared. He's definitely ready to go. Okay, but still, you really want to take your time to get back in that groove because, you know, UFC is not like boxing where it almost stays one-dimensional. You know, it doesn't necessarily evolve. MMA evolves. There's always new moves getting invented. There's always new styles getting invented. So, you know, even if you're gone for about a year or 2 years, you're going to be missing out a lot. So that's what I feel Henry Cejudo has done. So it would be, for me personally, it would be easier for him to take a 3-round fight against somebody, get your groove back, get your momentum back, and get yourself a title shot right after that fight. Or maybe even 2 fights afterwards. That's what I personally feel. But let me know what you guys feel. Do you think Henry Cejudo deserves a title shot right away? Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.